And another thing, if anyone knows about little stuff like this, if they can leave a comment or something, shed some light on something, because um, um, this shit about beseeching things. I mean, my whole life I've just been just living my life, and I ain't like tripping off stuff like that. And I'm very inquisitive and like to learn things, and I mean, for whatever I have to work with, kind of smart, because I kind of like enjoy how I learn, the learning and stuff. But with other shit that things just, I don't know, just make you feel like they're treating you like you're someone else, and then later on you realize, damn, these motherfuckers are acting like pretending to be me, like whatever I'm doing, like that's them. But at the same time, within the same body, they're talking shit, like treating me like I'm someone else, and talking about looking in someone's their fucking hold on, I'm gonna pause this, because while I'm making this video, these noises are erasing every fucking thing I'm saying. And I don't know in what noise world this counts in or some shit, but they're erasing even the shit that I'm saying while I make this video. They're, you know what, never mind. I'm not even gonna pause this to try and, because they'll any little phrases I'm talking, they break it down in increments and then like reformat it. They transfer it over to their mouth or their fucking whatever personality or their fucking impression, as if it's their impression. And literally, I mean, if there's something that if you were to think you were talking to something or reacting to or having some kind of thing, this shit seems to be to where you talk or express yourself or anything you say, it goes through. Something hears it, and it could be reacting to it, but you won't hear it. You won't really like hear it. So it's reacting back to like whatever you're doing or talking about. And if you don't hear it, something else is reacting to it, or maybe they'll let you hear a few little phrases of something reacting back to what you're talking about. And then you're mad already. Huh? You're mad because you're just talking within yourself and thinking or reacting to some bullshit that sporadically just comes into your head, and then these things jump all over you like they're reading you, like you're answering them back. You're involuntarily processing something that you kind of hear, and they like react back barely in the distance, but then they think you hear them and they want to keep talking or some shit, and it's like leading you into a fucking trap or some shit. Like, anyways, all I know is I be minding my own business, and these noises out of nowhere, like it's like half of a story. One noise will be like, hey, you hear what they're saying? Person you're saying that to, that about you, or about a name or someone or something, but it's pertaining to like if I'm someone else or something. I don't know. It's weird, and or I don't know. I'm just chilling, minding my own business, and they'll just like put shit in my head and make me think. Now I'm like uncomfortable around people now, because they make me feel like if I'm standing next to someone, supposedly something's going on, like, ooh, some kind of shit's going on, and maybe that's why people walk away from me. That's why people don't even fuck with me or talk to me, really, or they start to sound like they're just, I don't know, it just, the energy changes. And yeah, because Tourette syndromes comes out of my fucking mouth. Tourette syndrome shit will come out, and I've heard it. I'm talking to some girl, and I literally heard a noise come out of my mouth, said, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him, remember, he's no good, or some dumb shit, or something. Literally, I heard it come out of my mouth, like the last part. And then even if I don't hear it, I think they say shit to people, and then open your mouth, close your mouth, like like I'm some little bitch or something. And if my mouth just happens to be closed, something will be like, oh, okay, thank you, man. I'm gonna tell these people. I'm gonna tell them what the fuck. Like something wants to let something know, right? And then, while it's closed or whatever, my mouth is closed, I'm standing there next to some people, and it'll say, hey, that guy standing right there with the beanie and a goatee and a beard, scratching his head like this. Don't fuck with him. He ain't shit. He's no good. He's a piece of shit. He's this and that. He's or whatever. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? And people will. I mean, they just, the energy just changed. They don't even. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But being a cool, decent person with good intentions, and something just. If that's been happening for a long time in my life, maybe that explains why I'm like kind of like an introvert and everything. But I'm always down to socialize, but the vibe has to feel like, you know, I don't know. It just sucks, and I don't complain when I feel like people are talking in a certain way where I'm some sort of spectacle or not taken serious, and but anyways, yeah. Now when I'm around people, I wonder if there's something I'm missing. I must be missing out on something, and whenever something, and I think it's the same thing that's antagonizing me. I think it's the same noise antagonizing me, fucking with my head, and mentioning shit like that, just to make me feel like a dummy. To make me feel like, what am I gonna? Yeah, they've even said, what are you gonna do about it? And the noise just right now said, oh, aren't you gonna say that they tell you what are you gonna do about it? Yeah, a noise just said that right now, out of nowhere, a distant little, like if it's fucking, like some nagging ass fucking, I don't know, like it just does it because it can or some shit, just dumbass shit, like torture, bullshit, and then out of the blue, aren't you gonna feed your dog? Like anything I'm about to think of, like stuff that I normally do for myself, they want to do it. They'll do it. Like, aren't you gonna do? And then right when they say that, I was just barely thinking of it, and it pisses me off, because they just like slowly like just make me feel like I'm inadequate. Like I'm inadequate. Like like if I need that to fucking tell me what the fuck to do or some shit, and just weird shit everywhere I'm at, everywhere I go, even right here, chilling right here with my dog or by myself. Just a noise would start, and then when it's quiet, they'll program some shit or whatever, and it's coming through my octaves, and like in the beginning of the torture, something sounded like it was trying to teach someone something. But it was just couldn't understand it anyway. So I'm just going about what I'm doing. And in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I can't even fucking hear this shit. And then another thing may have programmed something to come out of me, like saying that I do hear. Or just a bunch of dumb shit. Dumb ass shit. To where, I don't know, it's ridiculous. I'm talking to people, or social, or eating, when I'm eating, or when I'm talking, or anything where my mouth is moving, they, all of a sudden, something acts like there's an emergency. And these impressions, I don't even think they're talking to. They act like they seem like they're talking to me, because if I'm gonna be opening and closing my mouth or some shit, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know if this is a joke. Fuck them. But if there is something or whatever, I'm curious, and I'm like, fuck, this is fucked up. Someone that's very inquisitive and questioning and wanting to know whatever before it reacts to something is getting fucking choked and like all of something isn't there, and the expectancy to react. I mean, shouldn't I be watching people jack off and reading people's thoughts or whatever? Shouldn't I probably be the one doing that shit to people? If supposedly, you know, to fucking for some tide or something to change, to react a certain way, or I mean, what the fuck? It's like if there's something going on here, another thing that wants to be my consciousness wants to use it through me. It wants to pretend to be me and act like it's doing something through me and treating me like a fucking bitch, literally. But yet, whatever it is that commands for, oh man, God, it seems like it's important. So I don't understand why something's torturing me, treating me like a bitch, telling me, oh, these things think they're talking to you, but something else says it's talking to them, or like trying to torture me. And that's all I would like, little bits and pieces of shit. And little questions come or whatever, and I don't even answer. But now I'm trying to hear, like on purpose. And sure enough, questions that would smut me up, that would smut my ass up. Well, it sounds like my name, but they could mean another name. If my no means, yeah, or some shit, every time I talk shit and react, and then, or they want to fucking whatever, like, what is it? Some other shit. It sounds like it's answering, and I don't know. I just hope something. If this is something serious, I hope it's not like framing my ass continually. Some noise making me sound like I'm conspiring with someone or something, and it's just bullshit. And then they talk about the fucking retina, looking inside of your I don't even want to say the word, because these, I'm serious. Anything I'm saying or reacting to in some noise world, who knows who it would matter to, but literally every fucking word, fucking reformatted, and someone else is expressing what I'm expressing, and something thinks it's talking to this expression, but something's reacting back to it, and the only thing that seems to come out from my body in the waveform, because it's certainly not, or however, is a bunch of like shit shots and bragging and dumb shit, dumb insertions that some asshole would say or something. And so that's why, I mean, when I'm yelling, crying, screaming, and leave me alone, and then a noise out of nowhere, is that any way to talk to, you know, they'll mention my daughter's name, is that any way to talk to, and then I'm like, what the fuck? So that's how I'm kind of assuming that if I'm constantly yelling and screaming and something keeps accusing me, is there any way to talk to this? Like, as if I'm having a conversation with something or someone. So these last month that I'm starting to hear something say, oh, and what else do you want to say to this person? What else do you want to say? Oh, or before I cuss or something, is, what do you want to say to this person? What do you want to say to that person? And it's just, it's fucking bullshit. So I'm assuming if everything I'm saying, something reformats my shit to sound like a shit shot, and whatever I said is flowing through someone else, another impression or something, then they can literally like phase you out, like tune you out, like invisible, like you don't exist. You could be like, I'll just be reacting to anything, thinking or something, and something will act like it's reacting back to what I'm thinking. So maybe something's saying, what do you want to say to this person? And then my thoughts are just flowing, and someone gets a Stephen Hawking version of my thoughts, and then something reacts, and I get pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's crazy. It's a trip. So that's my fucking gripe today. That these fucking things, I look up at the sky and some bullshit, something seems to fucking say something through me, like fucking trying to exploit something, exploit things, but making it look like I'm the one doing it. And so, like, literally all the things I like to do, like look up at the stars and look for weird shit that's out there. I like to trip out on it. I like to trip out and make my own assumptions of what it could be or whatever. And so that these things slowly want to fuck my head. Like, I want to look up and I'm expecting to hear some dumb shit, something asking for some fucking sign and shit, and I ain't the one even asking. And fucking just good man. So I'm so pissed off, or irritated, that I don't even really sing much, and I used to sing a lot, and now, and because 2 years after all this bullshit, just things thinking I hear them and some other shit antagonizing, now they just keep doing it, and that just in any situation. So I just feel like they're trying to constrict anything I do. Like looking up at the sky, they want to constrict that. Talking to people, they want to constrict that and just fuck that off, make me think, or literally like something hating on me or something. And the things that I've fed into, like drinking and certain drugs, just 6 months into this bullshit. It's been like 4, almost 5 years now. And these things keep reformatting it to where every time I yell out, this has been 3 or 4 years, why don't you fucking things leave me alone? It'll say my whole life for some dumb shit. Like literally those phrases. So I know anything I'm saying to like deflect or leave me alone, it sounds like some other bullshit. It sounds like some other dumb shit, and or whatever. And a noise just said right now, like out of nowhere, that you jack off too much, that's why we don't like you. That's what they're saying. But they're avoiding the sovereign fucking violation of my soul, my temple, my reality. They're violating that shit. All up in my business, creating a conversation with some shit and smutting me up. And just like in the quietness, there's a noise, probably a piece of shit talking to his own piece of shit self as someone else, or I don't know, who knows, pretending to be me and just saying a bunch of shit, like smutty, framing shit that places me in some sort of bullshit that I don't like. And so that's it about that. And fuck all these fucking impressions that came into my head or just started sandwiching me and telling me, open your mouth. Or I mean, I don't even do it voluntarily. I feed into it once in a great while when they're saying certain phrases that sound like they're cursing me, and I'll change my posture for it to supposedly sound different, so it doesn't filter through me in a bad way. But either way, there's this piece of shit flying around in either aspect and saying, oh, well, you just said it's supposed to be a favored you, but it really favored this. And it'll say his name, but it was it. And then if my mouth happens to be open or something, but still, even, yeah, you say you're who you are, but even though it's still this person's name, like, even though it's still whatever. And so now these phrases that I'm putting on the video, they're reformatting it right now. Like, I just heard them say, the phrases that they say to me, as I'm saying them in the video, they just reformat